You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Oh, wait. No, we're going way back in time for this one. That's right, guys. Spoilers ahead for the next review. Wicked. Here. On Semajical Reviews. So, without further ado, let's get in with it. And let's break it into categories. First, here's the story. Well, the film opens up as a follow-on from the end of the Wizard of Oz 1939 film. The Wicked Witch is dead, and Glinda then tells the story of how she and Elphaba, that's the witch's name, by the way, were friends. And it takes us right back to the birth of Elphaba, who was born with green skin and is cast out by her family at birth and is left to be raised by her nanny. And then, well, it jumps forward a few years to see how her sister ended up as a paraplegic. And then it jumps forward to the main story at Shiz University when Galinda first arrives as a student and in the same class as Elphaba herself. And also, we have a transfer student as well called Fiero. And this is where we meet the whimsical staff of Shiz University. And we then go on an adventure with Gerlinda and Elphaba, as Elphaba is first taken on as a prodigy of her teacher, Miss Morrible. And during the history classes, Gerlinda gets frustrated by their mispronunciation of her name. Sorry, I mean mispronunciation of her name. Yes. How they pronuncified some words in this film. Okay. um and then having to be corrected because she's not saying a word that actually exists. So the history professor's a goat, by the way. Like a literal goat. Anyway, Elphaba and Galinda are made roommates, and when Elphaba requests that Galinda is accepted onto her magic course. So at the dance that evening, Miss Morrible approaches her and gives her a training wand, but she has no faith in her. Now, when Elphaba receives a letter inviting her to the Emerald City to go and meet the wizard, she invites Galinda to go with her. So the two friends hop on a train and head to the Emerald City, wanting to share the experience with her. But it's during this visit that Miss Morrible turns up, and she and the wizard concoct this story this rumor that Elphaba is wicked. Shock horror! After all, she does become the Wicked Witch, but and she uses dark magic to turn normal monkeys into flying monkeys, so that's how they're created. Yeah, from a book called The Grimoire. I think they're trying to say grimoire, but they call it the Grimoire. But the Book of Dark Spells. Anyway, so after the rumor is then spread, Elphaba has to go on the run because now everyone in Oz thinks she's wicked, and that's where the story ends on a cliffhanger. But part 2 won't be till next November. So, yeah. Okay. So, the next thing to talk about, well, no, my opinion of the story. It's a good story, actually. One of the best stories for a prequel I've heard. So now, on to the characters. So, let's first get on with talking about our main characters here. And those two main characters, I guess 4 main characters. Okay, so the first of our main characters is Elphaba. The main, well, you'd say the character of the title normally. A young witch with green skin who only seems to make things happen when she gets angry. And this would not be a good character review if I didn't tell you about the actress who plays her, so... Yeah, played brilliantly by Cynthia Eviro. If that is not how you pronounce her name, then correct me in the comments below. Our next... Yeah, now, our next main character to talk about is Galinda. Now, of course, Elphaba goes on to become the Wicked Witch of the West. Galinda eventually goes on to be Glinda, the Good Witch of the North. And she is quite the whimsical fairy type character you see as the Good Witch in The Wizard of Oz, the 1939 film, who sends Dorothy off on her quest. So, and she shows in this film just how naive she is about the things around her. But that's what makes her such an endearing character. And yeah, she is played by the one and the only, well, Ariana Grande. And that's Ariana Grande Butera. Okay. Now, Our next main character is Fiero Tiglia, or Tigla, a prince from Winky Country, and who meets Alphabet and Glinda when he transfers to Shiz University and tries everything he can to become friends with them. And he is played by Jonathan Bailey. Now, he's okay as a character, but when his whole character's just trying to, when he's actually a love interest of Glinda. But he fancies Alphaba. Shock horror. Okay. And our other main characters, including, okay, yeah, we have, I think I should just point this out. Peter Dinklage plays the role of the GOAT history professor, Mr. Dillamond. That's pretty mad, if you ask me. And he does a good job at it. Now, okay, the other main character, the other two main characters, we have Madame Morrible. I've been calling her Miss Morrible for the whole video here. Madame Morrible. Oh no, I think I should point out. Sorry, Nessa Rose Throp, the younger sister of Alphaba, who later goes on to become the Wicked Witch of the East. And as I said before, she's a paraplegic. She's in a wheelchair, and the younger version of her is played by Cecily Collette, but the version of her we see and follow is played by Marissa Bode. Now, Madame Morrible is the Dean of Sorcery at Shiz University, and she's one of the bad guys here. She's one of the ones that plays into creates the rumor of Alphaba being a wicked witch. And she is played by Michelle Yeoh. Yeah, that is her name, Michelle Yeoh. Okay. And then we have the wizard himself. Not so great and powerful, wise and wonderful here, guys. He's quite the dark character in this movie. And he's the one that actually starts the rumor of Alphaba being wicked. Right after saying he'd be a good father figure to her. Whatever, dude. Whatever, Jeff. Yeah, he's played by Jeff Goldblum. Whatever, Jeff. Whatever you say, mate. Okay. But he does an excellent job playing this role. Okay, guys, now this is a musical, so what's the last thing I should be reviewing before giving my final thoughts of the film? Of course, the musical numbers. So the music of the film, the music of the film, it features some of the best songs any musicals had in years. And those songs I'm gonna actually The songs include Popular and okay, it's based on the play by Stephen Schwartz and Winnie Holzman, which in turn was based on the Gregory Maguire book Wicked. Although it would, yeah, Popular, yeah. Oh, the Grimiri. That is actually the name of the book, so I got that wrong. I genuinely did think they were trying to say grimoire, though. But no, it is the Grimiri. And then the flying monkeys are created throughout the song Defying Gravity. And the song One Short Day is set to them going to the Emerald City, where they affirm their friendship. And then I'm Not That Girl. Okay, so Popular is the main song of the film then, guys. And the Oz Dust duet. Okay, let's just say all of the songs featured in the film are toe tapping fun. Now, guys, with that being said, with all of these categories reviewed, it's time for my final thoughts. So my final thoughts on the film as a whole. It's a fantastic film. I do highly recommend going to see it. And by the way, guys, I did give you a spoiler warning at the beginning of the video. So I don't want to see any comments saying, oh, I was going to go and see this next week. Thanks for spoiling it. Because you were warned. And you didn't have to stay and watch. So no, you have no sympathy from me there if you did stay and watch despite the warning. Anyway, that's it for this episode, guys. Until the next episode, where I don't know what I'm going to be reviewing yet, I will ask you, if you enjoyed this video, to please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and have a Semajical time.